World Nowadays. What is happening in 2026? 10-minute documentary script. Intro. The World in 2026. Imagine waking up in 2026. You open your phone, and within seconds you can see events happening thousands of kilometers away. A new artificial intelligence system has been launched. Markets are reacting to geopolitical tensions. Scientists are studying a changing climate. Countries are competing for technological leadership. And millions of people are adapting to a world that seems to change faster every year. But what is really happening to our world in 2026? Are we entering a new technological age? Is the global economy becoming stronger or more fragile? How are conflicts changing international relations? And what challenges will shape the future? Today, we take a journey across the modern world, from artificial intelligence and global economics to geopolitics, climate change, space exploration, and the everyday lives of billions of people. This is the world nowadays. This is 2026. Chapter 1. The Rise of Artificial Intelligence. Perhaps no technology represents the changing world better than artificial intelligence. AI is no longer simply a futuristic idea. It is becoming part of education, business, software development, scientific research, communication, and everyday digital services. Countries and companies are investing enormous resources into computing infrastructure, advanced chips, data centers, and AI research. The competition is increasingly global. The United States and China remain major centers of AI development, while countries across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East are also trying to build their own technological capabilities. The economic impact could be enormous. The International Monetary Fund says AI-driven demand is helping countries connected to the global technology value chain, partially offsetting some of the economic damage caused by geopolitical shocks. IMF. But AI also creates difficult questions. Which jobs will change? How should governments regulate powerful AI systems? How can societies deal with misinformation and synthetic media? And perhaps most importantly, how can humanity make sure that technological progress benefits ordinary people as well as powerful companies and countries? The AI revolution has only just begun. Chapter 2. A Changing Global Economy. The global economy in 2026 is neither simply booming nor collapsing. It is complicated. The IMF projects global economic growth of approximately 3% in 2026 and 3.4% in 2027. But growth is uneven between countries and regions. IMF. Some economies are benefiting from technological investment. Others are facing higher energy costs, geopolitical uncertainty, debt pressures, or weaker demand. Inflation also remains an important issue. According to the IMF, the global decline in inflation has stalled, with its July 2026 update projecting headline inflation of about 4.7% for the year. IMF. For ordinary families, global economics can feel very personal. The price of food, the cost of electricity, housing, transportation, jobs, interest rates, all of these can be influenced by events taking place far beyond a person's own country. The modern economy is deeply interconnected. A disruption in one part of the world can affect supply chains, energy markets, businesses, and consumers somewhere else. Chapter 3. Geopolitical Tensions. Another major feature of 2026 is geopolitical uncertainty. Relations between major powers are increasingly shaped by competition over technology, trade, energy, strategic resources, and security. The conflicts and tensions of recent years continue to influence international politics. The war in Ukraine remains an important issue for European security and global diplomacy. At the same time, tensions involving the Middle East have created significant concerns about energy supplies and international stability. The IMF describes the global economy as being influenced by two powerful forces: the economic effects of the Middle East war and a technology-driven investment boom. IMF. This demonstrates something important about the modern world. Politics and economics can no longer be separated easily. A geopolitical crisis can affect oil prices. Oil prices can affect inflation. Inflation can affect interest rates. And interest rates can affect businesses and families around the world. The world is connected, sometimes more tightly than we realize. Chapter 4. Energy and the Future. Energy remains one of the most important resources on Earth. For more than a century, modern civilization has depended heavily on oil, natural gas, and coal. But the energy system is changing. Solar power, wind power, batteries, electric vehicles, nuclear energy, and other technologies are becoming increasingly important. This transition is not happening at the same speed everywhere. Different countries have different resources, policies, economies, and energy needs. Geopolitical events have also demonstrated how vulnerable energy markets can be. The IMF notes that the growing share of renewable energy and improvements in energy efficiency have made some economies more resilient to energy shocks. IMF. The energy question of the 21st century is therefore not simply, where will our energy come from? It is also, how can we produce enough energy while protecting the environment and maintaining economic stability? That question will shape the decades ahead. Chapter 5. CLIMATE. Change. While technology is transforming the future, the climate remains one of humanity's greatest challenges. Rising temperatures can influence agriculture, water supplies, ecosystems, infrastructure, and human health. Extreme weather can create enormous economic costs. In 2026, climate concerns remain visible across many regions. Recent reporting has highlighted extreme heat and drought conditions in parts of Europe, demonstrating how climate change can affect not only the environment but also agriculture, water availability, and society. Le link to monde.fr. Scientists and governments are therefore working on two fronts. The first is mitigation, reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The second is adaptation, preparing cities, farms, infrastructure, and communities for changes that are already occurring. Climate change is not only an environmental story, it is also an economic story, a political story, a technological story, and ultimately, a human story. Chapter 6. Technology meets climate. Interestingly, two of the biggest forces shaping 2026 are becoming connected: artificial intelligence and climate technology. AI can help scientists analyze enormous quantities of environmental data. It can improve weather forecasting. It can help optimize electricity networks and identify patterns that humans might miss. For example, researchers in China are developing AI-based weather forecasting systems designed to complement traditional meteorological models. These systems can produce forecasts rapidly, although scientists emphasize that they do not yet replace traditional models in every situation. Reuters. This illustrates a larger trend. Technology is increasingly being used not only to create new products, but also to help humanity understand and manage complex global problems. Chapter 7. A more connected humanity. Billions of people now live in a world connected through smartphones, social media, digital payments, online education, video communication, and global transportation. A teenager can communicate with someone on another continent almost instantly. A small business can sell products internationally. A student can access educational material created thousands of kilometers away. But connectivity also has a darker side. False information can spread extremely quickly. AI-generated images, audio, and video can make it harder to distinguish authentic information from fabricated content. This means digital literacy is becoming increasingly important. In the modern world, knowing how to find information is not enough. People also need to know how to evaluate information. Who created it? Why was it created? Is there reliable evidence? And can the claim be independently confirmed? These questions are becoming essential skills for the digital age. Chapter 8. THE New Space Age. Another exciting transformation is happening beyond Earth. Governments and private companies continue developing rockets, satellites, lunar missions, space science, and new forms of communication. Satellites already play a crucial role in navigation, weather forecasting, communications, agriculture, scientific research, and disaster monitoring. The moon is once again becoming a major destination for exploration. And beyond the moon, humanity continues to study Mars and the wider solar system. The space race of the 20th century was primarily dominated by governments. The space economy of the 21st century is increasingly involving both governments and private companies. This could eventually make space more important to everyday life than most people currently realize. Chapter 9. WHAT. Does all this mean for ordinary people? It is easy to look at global events and feel that they are distant, but the modern world connects them directly to everyday life. AI can influence education and employment. Global energy prices can affect transportation and household costs. International conflicts can affect trade. Climate change can affect food and water. Technology can change how people communicate. And scientific progress can change how humans understand the universe. The biggest challenge may not be any single problem. It may be the speed at which many problems and opportunities are arriving simultaneously. Humanity has powerful tools, but powerful tools require responsible decisions. Conclusion: The world of tomorrow begins today. So what does the world look like in 2026? It is a world of contradictions. Technology is advancing at extraordinary speed, while geopolitical tensions remain serious. The global economy continues to grow, but unevenly. Renewable energy is expanding, while fossil fuels remain important. Humanity is becoming more connected, while misinformation creates new challenges. And climate change continues to test societies around the planet. But history reminds us that the future is never completely predetermined. The decisions made today will influence the world of tomorrow. How we use artificial intelligence, how countries cooperate, how we respond to climate change, how we build our economies, how we educate future generations, and how we use technology responsibly. The world of 2026 is not simply a story about crisis. It is also a story about possibility. Humanity has faced enormous challenges before, and it has repeatedly invented, adapted, and rebuilt. The future remains uncertain. But one thing is certain: the world is changing, and the choices we make today will help determine what the world becomes tomorrow. This is the world nowadays. This is 2026. And the next chapter of human history is already being written.